It's a high drive to right. Blackman back, or make that Tapia out of here. Hammered out into right center field. Is anybody there? No. 2 runs are going to score. Longoria, with one swing of the bat, has tied this game up.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And the San Francisco Giants absolutely destroyed the Cubs today, continuing to play unbelievable baseball. The entire lineup helped out in this insane victory today, from La Stella to Belt to Posey to Wade Jr. Chris Bryant got in on the action. Crawford, Longo, Yaz, everybody today took part in this huge victory, and the Giants absolutely blowout, have their way with the Chicago Cubs today without any issues, and we've already won. The series is over. The Giants have won this series, and tomorrow we're going to try to bust out the brooms once again. So there you have it. The Giants, try to get centered here, the Giants have done it. Thank you guys for jumping in, everyone. We're going to talk about this crazy game today. An absolute blast from Tommy La Stella off the scoreboard there. Just a smash. They said it was 412 feet. That was more than 412 feet. I don't know who's measuring. That was about 430 feet right there. An absolute blast from La Stella. The captain, El Capitan, Brandon Belt, goes 2 for 4 today. You had Buster Posey getting in on the action with a hit and a walk. Wade Jr. with that rocket in the down in the 9th inning here to bring in yet another run. Giants add on. Chris Bryant back in Chicago, continues to play well, gets on base 3 times today with 2 hits, and just an overall ass whooping. What's up, Robbie Cruz? Great win by the Giants. Was hoping that Curvin would get some work in. And yeah, Caleb Berger comes in also and just handles things, got a chance to bat. I think 2 of those pitches were balls. So he didn't really get a chance to do much thanks to the umpire, but he got a chance to get up to the plate. But yeah, great job today from Caleb Berger, getting some good work in. But also shout out to Kevin Goslin. Didn't have his best stuff, but you know what? When you have an offense like this, you don't have to have your best stuff. He goes out there and he did strike out, I think, 9 guys in 6 innings. 6 innings of work, gives up about 8 hits, 3 earned runs, but he strikes out 9 Cubs today, and was really fantastic out there getting the win. Kevin Goslin, and he's had a great season. Officially 409 feet. There's no way that's 409 feet unless they're just measuring from the bat to the scoreboard. You're not taking into account that the ball would have kept on going another 20 feet. I mean, that's just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, it traveled 409 feet before making contact with the scoreboard, but that ball was a 430-foot blast right there. I can hit the ball 409 feet, and there's no way I'm hitting the ball that far. So I can just tell by sight that there's no way that ball went only 409. I mean, don't get me wrong, 409 feet's a nice home run. It's a nice little blast, but I think that one was going to go a lot farther than that. Allen Land, the only Cubs bats that got anything going were La Stella and Bryant. Only Cubs bats. Took me a minute to catch that. The only Cubs bats, yeah. You got to give a shout out to Schwindel, is it? Schwindel's been swinging a hot bat. I'm not really familiar with him, but damn, he went 3 for 4 today with a double. So that guy's been just hot, red hot since the Cubs picked him up he was somewhere else to start the season. I don't even remember, but Schwindel was somewhere else, and the Cubs picked him up. He got DFA'd. I think, and the Cubs made a nice pickup there. Michael Rotter, bye, Victor. The Giants are coming to town, and it is bye-bye, baby. They are absolutely doing damage. And once again, at a different site today, having those technical difficulties still with OBS. Well, hopefully we'll be back to normal very soon. But Black and Brown Boxing, baby, we are definitely the best team in baseball. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about it. And, if the Padres can go ahead and play a little good baseball, I guess you can look at it as if the Padres keep sucking and the Dodgers whoop them, well, hey, we got to play the Padres like 9 more times. So that just means more whooping on the Padres for us too. But we would actually prefer the Padres. Can you guys go out and win a game, please, against the Dodgers tonight? We really would appreciate that. We'll take care. We'll deal with it if you guys are going to be good when we play each other, when we go head to head. We can deal with that. We just want you to be good right now. Please beat the Dodgers. Padres, we would appreciate appreciate that. Schwindel came from the A's. Yeah, Schwindel came from the A's. Alan Land with the update. Yeah, I couldn't remember what team he was with. It was the A's. The A's. Yeah, the A's tend to get rid of guys a little bit before their time. Take Max Muncy, for instance. The A's have had some talent and let it go. Every single game I've called, the Giants won. Case by Case Sports. We have Jeremy. I saw you went live today and called the game. Great job there. And Case by Case Sports Show. Go subscribe over there. But yeah, you're right. Of course, Case by Case. If there's a good chance if you call a Giants game in 2021, they're going to win. There's a pretty good chance of that. A lot of people saying, good luck. The Giants have good luck with their what's it called? City Connect jerseys. Maybe they're just good. It doesn't matter what they wear. They go out and wear their casual civilian clothes, and they'll probably still win. So Giants are just a great team. And right now, I'm going to retract my statement from earlier this year when I said, that I thought. First, I said the Braves. I picked the Braves to win the World Series. Then I said, it's going to be tough to. It is going to be tough to win this division. But I think right now the Giants are the pick to win this division. They're clearly the team to beat right now in this division. Not the Dodgers. The Giants are the team to beat. I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying it's a wrap. I'm not saying the Giants clinched the division already. But I'm saying that's the team to beat right here. Is the San Francisco Giants are the favorites to win the division right now. They got to be. They got to be. You can't say the Dodgers are the favorites to win the division when the Giants have held the lead in the division for about 98% of the season. It just doesn't make a logical sense. So, earlier this year, I said, the Dodgers are probably the favorites. I mean, come on, look at that team. But the Giants have proven themselves, and they are the best team in baseball. I hate Paul Lauren. Somebody thinks Rays and Astros going to World Series? Well, they can't both go to the World Series. I would certainly think one or the other has a chance to get there. No doubt about it. I'm picking the White Sox to make it, despite that they haven't had the best season, although they are in first place and they're going to win their division. But La Stella, by the way, La Stella, 5 runs batted in, home run, 3 for 5. Tommy La Stella is a beast, and that makes that signing so important. Remember when they signed La Stella, I was like, and many other fans were like, okay, La Stella's good, but what about, we got Solano, we got Longoria, we got Crawford, we got Dubon. Do we really need another infielder? Yes, because guys get hurt, guys get COVID, whatnot, and you need depth. And so, and La Stella's been hurt, and it just so happens that usually when Solano's out, La Stella's in. When La Stella's out, Solano's in, and they have both combined to really give the Giants a lot of production on the infield. And hey, if they're both healthy, then we got a nice little I forgot the word, platoon right there. We got a nice little platoon. You think it's possible seeing a Reds versus Dodgers wildcard game until the end of the season? Yeah, of course that's possible. The Reds right now are trying to get that wild card, and the Dodgers could easily finish in second place. That would be interesting. You know what would be crazy though, Andy Cruz? And I kind of hope it doesn't happen. I kind of hope it does. I really think it's wrong, but if the Reds were to beat the Dodgers in a wild card game, oh my goodness, Dodgers Nation would absolutely collectively freak out, and hopefully they will get rid of that one-game wild card. That's the only reason I hope it happens. And despite that, I'm not a Dodgers fan. Obviously, they're my least favorite team. I don't think it's right for to have to go to a wild card game and have a one-game playoff when you've won over 100 games. But that could be the case this year. And it will be the case because both the Giants and the Dodgers are winning 100 games. Steven Ortega, let's go Giants. Andrew Tkachenko, I'm going for a sweep. Eric, I love you. I appreciate that. Steven Ortega coming hard. Tyro made some good plays at short today. Love you guys too, and I really appreciate all the support. Absolutely amazing on the field and off the field. And the Giants have gotten a W, and a W in this series. When someone is having an off day, someone else picks up this team. That's right. That's right. I don't think A's going to the World Series. It's going to be tough. Wild card should be a series, but time is short. Time is short, but one game, just don't have 2 teams in the wild card. Just have one team, one wild card, like it used to be. Boom, 4 teams, nice and clean. 4 teams. They all earned it. 3 division winners and 1 wild card because you know somebody's going to have a great year, but they happen to be in a division with one of these 3 amazing teams, and that makes perfect sense. It's just a perfect formula right there that they started in '94. When you want to add another team to the mix and make it 2 wild cards so you have more cities involved, more pennant races, okay, but you got to give them a series, best of 3 at least. not a one-game playoff. Dodgers fans are going to go crazy if they lose a one-game wild card, and that's why I said I hope it happens, and I hope it does. I don't want it to happen because I don't think it's right, so I don't want to root for anything that's messed up. But if it does happen, maybe ultimately it'll be good because they'll get rid of it. Now you could say, well, what about the Giants losing in the wild card? I don't know if Giants fans will make enough noise. We'll be pissed off, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if MLB will care what we have to say. I think they'll listen to Dodgers fans more. I just have a feeling that it's not right, but I just have a feeling. Is Cueto done? I don't think so. I think we'll see Cueto. I think Cueto will be back. Don't know if he's going to be starting games in the playoffs or not, or if he'll be a long relief guy or what. But no, I think that Johnny Cueto is not done. I think we'll see him again. Godoy, Good Day disagrees. Tell me what you think. R. Yosh is today's starting lineup best for the playoffs with Stella, Belt, Posey, Wade, Bryant, Crawford, Longo, Yaz. I mean, obviously it depends who this team plays the matchups. This team looks for, if it's a lefty, righty, success, whatnot. So they're going to move it around. They're going to change things up. Ruff didn't even play today. So we didn't even see Darren Ruff today. So Darren Ruff could be in the lineup. There's not one perfect lineup. That's what's great about this team and this organization and this coaching staff. They don't go, okay, this is our lineup, throw it out there every night. Every night they say who we're playing, who's pitching, what's the formula here, and it's a different formula, a different recipe every night. That's why this team's so successful. So this particular lineup looks awesome. Don't get me wrong. LaStella, Belt, Posey, Wade, Bryant, Crawford, Longo, Yaz, Goslin. Of course, that lineup looks freaking killer, but that's not going to be the lineup we're going to see every night. Every night's going to be a different lineup. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Today's lineup against right-handed pitchers. Obviously, yeah, we're taking on a lefty. We're going to have more righties in there and whatnot. Magic number down to 18. Alan Land, loving that magic number. But we have Good Day, one-game playoff makes it exciting. If they win 100 games, win the division. What can you do about it if somebody wins 104 games and you win 103? You win 103 games and oops, you didn't win the division, but you won 103 games. But some team that won 80 games gets to get in right away because they're in the Central. Some team that won 83 games gets to get in because they're in the East. And then some team that won 79 or whatever, or 84. I mean, maybe these numbers are a little low, but you get my point. They get into the wild card game. And you get one stinking game. Broken hit, base hit, the other team scores a run, and guess what? You're done. You go home. You go home. I'm sure that you love it. Go. I don't know who your team is, Good Day, but whoever your favorite team is, if they win 103 games and lose to an 80-team game in a one game playoff, your opinion might change real quick. Maybe not you, but I think a lot of people who support this game, their opinion, like Dodgers fans too. You don't think Dodgers fans are all saying, "I love that wild card game. It makes it more exciting." Guess what? They don't care. They win the division every year. Let them be in that wild card game. Let them lose that wild card game, and let's see their opinion then. Teams used to not make it into the postseason with 100 wins before this format. That's why they changed it after the Giants won 103 in 1993. They added the wild card so that wouldn't happen. But now it pretty much does happen, or it could happen because you have a one-game wild card. You can whine about winning 103 games and no appearance like all the rest of the 93 Giants fans. Yeah, I was whining about that in 1993 because that was complete crap. But at the time, we happened to be in it. You know what also made me mad that year? We were in the West with the Braves. Last I checked, Atlanta is not in the West. I'm not a geography major, but I'm pretty sure that Atlanta is not in the West. So we lost to the Braves, who should have been in the East. So that was just crazy. I think 2 wild cards are necessary with how unbalanced divisions can be. I agree the wild cards should be best of 3. That's all I ask. That's all I ask is the best of 3. Oh, you're a Cubs fan. You're a Cubs fan. It hasn't applied to you yet. If it applies to you, if the Cubs win, let's just say the Cubs win 106 games one year. But let's say who's in y'all division that's good? The Brewers. The Brewers win 108 games that year. You guys are both the best teams in baseball, hands down. You go to a wild card game against the Dodgers, and they throw out Max Scherzer, and it's a 1-0 game. Y'all go home. Good game. Peace. Go home. Done. Yeah, you would not be happy. Aryosh was born in 93. Wild card is best of 3, completely depletes both pitching staffs. Well, I guess that's what you get for being a wild card. At least you get to play a series have more than one game. I don't like two wild cards at all. That's just me. I don't like 2 wild cards at all. I like 1 wild card, 4 teams in the playoffs. That's just me. But oh well, can't keep arguing about it because if you're not going to change anyone's mind. But that's my thought. I can't lie. I'm scared of the Brewers. You know what? All I care. What if 2 wild card teams have 100 wins and it didn't fit? Well, what if? Yeah, it could be fair. It's been fair before. We've gotten lucky. The Giants, both times they were in the wild card game in the past against the Pirates, and the Mets happen to have the same record. So yeah, it ended up being fair. But you risk what's going to happen this year, or what could very well happen this year. More than likely, we'll be playing the Brewers in the NLCS, but you never know. It's going to be crazy. Is this a dynasty team or one thing? You know why I think this has the potential to be a dynasty is because this year wasn't even supposed to happen like this. What's going to happen when all these prospects come up, when all of these Giants prospects come up and we're supposed to be good in 2022 and 23? And if we are good as we thought we were going to be, all of a sudden you can attach that to this year where we're good with our Crawfords and our Belts and our Longorias and all that. And what's going to happen when we have Ramos and Bishop and Bart and so on all up here and playing well? Hopefully, maybe they don't work out. Maybe it doesn't work out that way. Maybe this is the best year and we all look back at this year and think this was just a great season. It's not some kind of a dynasty, but I think there's potential for a dynasty. Potential, not guaranteed. If the Dodgers lose the wild card, we haven't even got a World Series yet in this decade. So, so let's pump the brakes a little bit. But obviously, the Giants right now are the best team in baseball. As a general fan, I've always enjoyed 1 wild card. I mean, I think it used to be one team from the American League makes it, 1 team from the National World Series. Obviously, that was not good, right? Let's make a wild card. I mean, let's make a playoff format. So then they made the West and the East. West and the East, 2 teams match up against each other. Boom, winners take on each other. That was the way it was growing up, and it was fine. But even better to have 4 teams in each league. I think. 4 teams in each league, 3 divisions and a wild card. 8 teams, 8 out of 30 teams. I think is right. Now it's 10 out of 30. But you get the 1-game wild card for excitement. I get it. I just don't like it. I'm never going to like it. TV revenues. It's not all about what's best. TV revenues. I think best records should face off. Hate the wild card. Kyle Harrison, a great pitcher. Lefty, I think. And Sean Jella. I've heard Jelly. I'm really not sure which it is. But Sean Jelly is a giant. He's a giant. We all know that. But he's a 6 foot, 6'10", 6'9". This year is exactly like the Giants in San Francisco's entire history. The town and that team, no one expected to have success anyway. Yet it is very prosperous. Exactly right. It has been a crazy season. They are the best in the West and in the entire league. If Posey keeps playing like this and they extend Posey, then Bart might get traded to somewhere else. I don't think they're going to trade Bart because Posey's not. He's not going to be around. I mean, how old is Posey now? 34, 35. I mean, I think it's a little risky. You trade Bart, Posey retires in 2 years, and then we don't have a catcher. And yet we do have Patrick Bailey, but Patrick Bailey needs to show what he can do first. He's had some nice swings up here, I've heard, but his overall stats haven't looked that great. Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't you rather Bart every 3 days instead of Casale? Well, Casale seems to handle the pitching staff very well. He's a veteran, and the Giants play well when he's out there and get wins. They get W's. That's all you can ask. So I highly doubt that if we replace all of Casale's starts this season with Bart, that Bart would have as many wins as Casale has had, so to speak. So I think Bart is in line for next season. Dodgers will sweep Brian Perez. I'm glad we have official word now that Dodgers will sweep. So no reason, guys, don't pay attention to tonight's Dodgers game. It's a wrap. Dodgers are going to sweep. So dang it. No, Brian Perez with the prediction right there. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but that's a decent prediction. Does anyone else see strong parallels between Goslin and Jason Schmidt? Yes, a little bit as much as, a guy that was pretty good, but, really shined here once he put on a Giants uniform. I remember Jason Schmidt, he ended up winning with the Dodgers. I don't think he was ever as good as he was with the Giants. But as far as their stuff, I don't remember exactly what Jason Schmidt threw. I know he had some good hard stuff with movement. I don't remember, did he have a splitter? I should know that, but Jason Schmidt, you got to go quite a ways back. I'd rather Bart have every day at bats than sit every 3 days. Him and Sack is better than a backup, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll have Bart here. Lifelong fan from North Carolina, baby, let's go win the whole effing thing. Hashtag Major League. Mitch's Corner of Mayhem from North Carolina, a bunch of minor league teams. I got like 10 minor league teams in North Carolina, state that I'd like to visit. I think I've been to South Carolina. I haven't been to North Carolina. What's up there? 15-4 is the final. There's your update. Favorite all-time Giant. It's hard to say. I grew up, Kevin Mitchell was my favorite. Then Barry Bonds was my favorite forever. And then it kind of changed. I guess Bonds right now, if you just want to go off of who was my favorite for the longest amount of time. But then going all time, it's tough. I got to think about that. Love, obviously, Posey and Bumgarner, and this new era has been amazing. It's been a lot of great eras, but it's a tough one. Will Clark was a great. I'd rather have Bart Hopefully at the catcher next year, a Posey platoon at first, unless Posey just slashes again next year. Brian, you're delusional. For a more perfect America, I was thinking more because they are both flamethrowers who struggled before. Yeah, exactly. Schmidt threw a slider, not a split, but he did have a changeup. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I didn't think he had a split, but I didn't want to say, yeah, Jason Schmidt. Yeah, both guys were just, okay, bouncing around, and then they came to the Giants, found great success, and Schmidt ended up going to the Dodgers. Not as good. Will Clark, yeah, that's a great pick right there. Will the Thrill Clark. Saw somebody with a shirt that had your channel name on it. It was a Giants colors, but I didn't know if you have an official merch. Go to humbabybaseball.com. And you can click on store or shop. I think it's store, and it'll have all the Baby merchandise right there. Michael Rotter, killer logo. We are making it happen. Matty Williams. Oh, yeah, Matt Williams was my favorite player for a time, too. I remember Matt Williams was just awesome. Huge fan of Matt Williams. Got to eat those cookies. Grew up, Mays was my favorite. Michael Rotter going back. Mays retired before my time, but yeah, Willie Mays, obviously a legend. I did watch him play in an old timers game. I'll never forget the opportunity just to see Willie Mays swing a bat. At that time, he could play pretty well. He was in his 50s. Now, of course, he's 90-something. I don't think you're going to see him in any old timers game anymore. But yeah, what a legend! One of the greatest of all time. Willie Mays. Will Clark, another great. So many Giant greats, and so many now in a Giants uniform that are going to be in the Wall of Fame, maybe Hall of Fame. Posey, Bumgarner, and now even guys that are like Brian Crawford. Brian, I'm sorry. I've got my mind Brian. I read his comment. Brandon Crawford, definitely going to be on the Wall of Fame. And hey, with this season, he just got in Hall of Fame talks. If he can have a few more seasons like this, he will be a possibility. If you asked me before this season, I'd have said no chance. Right now, I'm saying chance. I don't think he'll be in if he retires today, but I think, if he has some more seasons like this, who knows? So thank you guys, everyone, for jumping in today. Loved Will Clark. A lot of good support. 43 in the chat. We have gone for 23 minutes and 11 seconds so far in the stream today. The Giants are going to close this one out tomorrow, hopefully with a sweep, but definitely with a series win. This game tonight, if you have a chance, at least watch or keep an eye on or listen to this Dodgers game. These games are huge. These games are just as big as the Giants games. The more space we can build between the Giants and Dodgers is huge right now. We have a 3-game lead. If it turns into 4, 5, 6, all of a sudden, we can put this thing in the bag and guarantee that we'll go straight to the NLDS and just avoid that wild card game, because either the Giants and Dodgers are going to be in that wild card game. It's a fact. The Giants or the Dodgers are going to be in that wild card game, and that's not something that either team wants to take part in. JT Snow was fantastic. Love JT Snow. Belt is doing a great job at first as well, probably making Snow proud. JT Snow, who saved Dusty Baker's kid's life pretty much when he was going to get run over the plate back in 2002. I think it was 2002. And JT Snow pulls the kid out of the way right at the last second before he got completely ripped apart here by the slide. I mean, I'm not saying he saved his life literally, but he was going to get messed up. Posey has helped us win 3. Babe rocks. And everyone else, yeah, Posey has helped us win 3, and hopefully we make it 4. Belt is the captain now, everyone. Belt is the captain of the team. He took over as captain. He decided, so we have to respect that. So Brandon Belt, when you're the alpha male of the team, you have to do what you have to do. And then Brandon Belt said, "I'm the captain now." He threw the C on the jersey, and you just can't question that when you're Brandon Belt. There's some guys on this team who could have thrown the C and it wouldn't have worked. but Brandon Belt throws the C. You got to show respect for that. So we got the sweep coming up, 7-10 Perez, but that was pretty funny. That just goes to show the Giants clubhouse right now is relaxed. They're having a good time. They're having fun. They're going out and throwing the W's up every single day. This is a team you just expect to win. We had one little slump there where they lost 4 in a row, 5 of 6. And I said all year it was going to happen. I said it's going to happen. They're going to go through a tough stretch. And they went through this tough stretch. The tough stretch is over now. Ain't no more tough stretches from here on out. It's going to be W's. I'm not saying they're going to win literally every game. There's going to be a loss here and there, but the Giants are going to go ahead and take care of business the rest of the year and be at Oracle Park on the 13th and the 14th and 15th for the Padres. On the 14th is Lamont Wade Jr. T-shirt giveaway night, and that is going to be a huge series right there. And we go back to Denver, and we end up taking on the Padres again at home. There's a few other series that I didn't mention, but the rest of the way, I feel like the Giants got this thing on lockdown. But come on, Slam Diego, come on, Padres, can you guys win, please? If you don't beat these Dodgers, we got something to say about that when we go face to face, because the Giants are not going to hold back. What's up, AB? What's up, AB? How you doing today? Belt laughed. It was Longo who put the C on his jersey. Oh, is that right? It was Longo. Yeah, I didn't think it was Belt himself, but yeah, they're having a good time right there. Did you see that nasty knee to Hayward's face by B. Craw? Yeah, I did. Hayward came out of the game, and hopefully he's okay. Looked like he was okay, but it was bad enough that he had to come out of the ball game. So yeah, AB is here. Jim Thurkill, Belt laughed it off. Go Padres. Hey, we got a Padres fan. Manny, talk to your boys. Let's go Padres. Wakey, wakey, Padres. Let's go. Get some W's against these Dodgers. We need you to help us out, and we would really appreciate that. So I want to say thank you, everyone. And let's go Giants. Yankees are not doing too well. Let's go, everyone. It's time to sing some Bye Bye Baby. This song is dedicated to Tommy La Stella for a 430-foot, I'm saying, I don't care what the StatCast says, a 430-foot bomb off the scoreboard. When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye bye baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the batter and light the spark. If you're a fan of Giants baseball, sing bye bye baby. If you wanna be in first place, sing bye bye baby. Just listen to the broadcast on KNBR. You know exactly who we are. We're the San Francisco Giants, and it's bye bye baby. We're the San Francisco Giants. And it's bye bye baby. Thank you very much. Appreciate everyone. Cali Okie Connection, nice win, Giants. Michael Rotter, every time the chips are down, the Giants launch one into the Cove, and we got it going on. And that ball probably would have been in the Cove. In fact, I think it would have if this was Oracle Park tonight. What a blast from Tommy La Stella. And my player of the game today is Tommy La Stella for 5 RBIs, 3 for 5 with a home run. Put your guy in the chat. And appreciate everyone. Frappo Capo says, go Cubs. Well, you got one more chance to salvage this tomorrow, but Giants are coming for blood. We're going for the sweep, and we're going to bust out the brooms, hopefully. So, but good luck to you and your Cubs. Let's go Giants. Let's get it done. Thank you, everyone, again. Jay, I appreciate you as well for being here, and everyone else. Case by Case, make sure to go subscribe to Case by Case for some good play-by-play. And David Pert, yeah, Cubs suck. Frappo Capo. David Pert came for the baseball, stayed for the music. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Belt hits a high drive to right. Blackman bag or make that Tapia out of here. Hammered out into right center field. Is anybody there? No. 2 runs are going to score along